everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be really fun to do a video on the setup of my Emerald Tree Skink enclosure. We were out at Home Depot getting a bunch of other supplies, so while I was there I decided to pick up some plants and decided today was going to be the day that I was going to build my Emerald Tree Skink enclosure. The tank that I got was actually from a friend. The tank had a lot of cleaning up to do. The screen on top was kind of falling apart. It smelled kind of flunky. I didn't like the background that had come with the tank, so I had to spend some time ripping that off and doing a custom background for the tank. So I had to kind of clean it up and give it a little bit tender love and care. So shout out to my friend for giving me that tank. I really appreciate it. Now this tank was supposed to be the tank that they were originally supposed to go into when I brought them home. But I had a bit of an accident, which I will get into in the video and you will see what happened, which delayed my project of putting the skinks in there and setting up the tank and doing it all. I think I've had my tree skinks for about 3-ish months now. I'd have to look back. Right now they are being housed in kind of like a holding quarantine tank, which I'll show you. This is the tank that they are in right now. This is the 24 by 18 by 18 ExoTerra. Again, this is just their quarantine tank, but they've been in here a lot longer than I'd like them to be. The lock doesn't lock properly, so that's why I just have tape over that. Now you're probably wondering what all this here is. Unfortunately, they just didn't understand the concept of the glass and kept jumping into it, and that was very upsetting for me. So I put those on the tank doors so that they can kind of see that there's a barrier there. There's everybody up there just chilling. Once again, this is not an ideal setup for these guys, but they're going to be going in their new tank really soon. Alright, so without any further ado, let us get into the setup of my Emerald Tree Skink enclosure. So we ventured out to Home Depot and we went plant shopping, and they did not have much, but they had some Majesty Palm here, which is really nice. And they also had a peace lily. It said that these can grow well in tanks, so I'm going to try that out. Yes, I'm just going to touch it like that. And then down here, I don't know if I'm saying this properly, but this is like Dracana. So this was nice and full and bushy, so I'm going to put it in my tank and hopefully it grows well. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to just go wash all of these plants off. It's good to wash your plants because they could have a bunch of stuff on it that you really don't want like in your tanks. They could have other pests on them, they could have fertilizers and pesticides, like you don't know what's on these, so it's just a good idea to give them a quick rinse. It's a little dark out, it's just a bit around sunset now, but this is what we've done. So we have removed the plants from their pots, as you can see here, to reveal the roots, and I'm just going to take my hose and I'm just going to give them a good rinse. I need to turn the hose on.
So first you're going to turn your hose on, and then it's going to spray my foot,
Sorry.
and then you're going to hose down your plants.
Alright, so as you can see, we have washed our plants and they're just chilling here, ready to go inside those tanks. That tank. There's only one tank. Now, I did a custom background for this tank. I don't have any video footage of me building it, but I do have footage of me breaking it. The tank was going really well. And that happened. So I had just finished doing a part of the tank background and I was about to just push the tank off to the side, and as I was doing that, the tank door caved inward and absolutely smashed to pieces. For some reason, there was only one place on all of the internet that sold this sized tank replacement door. I came across this site. I've never heard of it before, but they had the door I needed. So without any second thoughts, I ordered it, and thankfully within about 2-ish weeks, my door arrived. Yay, my new door came. Woohoo. Now I just gotta fix the other one. I managed to break not just one door, but both. I was telling my girlfriend as she was opening up the tank door to be careful because it could snap and break, and as I said that, it snapped and broke. Thankfully, my mother's a genius and has a lot of handy-dandy tools sitting around the house, so we just took a screw and we fixed and patched that up all like that. So I'm just kind of chilling here, sitting on my floor, but I'll show you some of the supplies that we've got. So we're mostly going to be using a lot of Reptisoil, as you can see. So I have lots of Reptisoil here. Then I also have some leftover soil from some other projects. It's just kind of like a mix of different things. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. At the very bottom of the tank, I'm going to be putting some hydro balls, and I have a huge box of hydro balls because I keep buying them and then forgetting that I have them. And then I'm like, oh, I need hydro balls. And then I come home and realize I already had them. So we got lots of hydro balls. What else do we got? We also have lots of twigs here that we're going to be putting inside the enclosure. So yes, we're going to be putting all these twigs and branches in there for them to climb on. So that will be awesome. And they're super twiggy. Then last but not least, I have some window screen here, and you can just get this at, I guess, a home hardware store. I just got this at Home Depot. So first things first, I'm going to use some hydro balls.
Oh wow.
I have some pre-soaked sphagnum moss here, and I'm going to add this to the tank. Wow, look at the tank. Wow.
Extra.
So far, the tank is looking great, but we're not done yet. There's still a few more things I would like to add. So many weeks have passed, and this is how the tank looks. Now, I actually did have some problems with my peace lily and the palm. they ended up drooping and I started losing some leaves, and I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing wrong? So I asked some people that have experience with vivariums and told them how my setup was like. And they suggested that I get some proper plant growing lights, specifically some sun blasters. It seems that my plant killing days are finally going to be over, and I'm really happy about that. So I ordered about 3 different 2-foot sun blasters here. You can see that right there. And within a week, guys, my plants looked as beautiful and luscious as they did before. I am super impressed. My mother also told me that the soil wasn't as moist as it should be, so she helped herself to watering the plants a bit more and told me to keep the soil a bit more moist. I'm sorry if you guys don't like the word moist. A bit more damp. She told me to keep the soil a bit more damp. Now, the only thing different that I did off screen was I added this branch up here, as you can see. I didn't know if it was gonna fit in there. I kind of just popped it in there and then it just sort of stayed, and I was like, okay. But yeah, this is how the tank is turning out now. Since I've been having great success with these plants and with the grow lights, I decided to get some more plants. I thought it would look really nice to put a snake plant in there, and I've seen people have a few of these nice ferns in their tanks, and I want to see if I can successfully grow it in this tank because I think it's super pretty. I'm gonna go clean these off. You've already seen me rinse off the plants, so I'm not gonna show that again. So this is what I did down here. So I have that fern kind of poking out through there. I am worried about it maybe not getting enough of the light from up there, but I'll keep an eye on it. Then I put this mystery plant here that just never seems to die. I've had it in my reptile tanks before, and I know many years ago I knew what it was and I knew it was safe for the reptiles, but as of right now I have completely forgotten. It's never grown on me and it's also never died. It's just one ridiculously tough plant. So whatever this is, please tell me. Then I just have the snake plant kind of hiding in the back there. Now I know it's not kind of showing too much, but I'm hoping over time that it'll grow and hopefully poke out kind of up there a bit more, and I think that will look really nice. Down here we have Dracana warnacki, or striped Dracana. Apparently it's a slow growing plant that thrives on neglect, which is absolutely perfect for me, but we'll see about that. Then up here we have a Majesty Palm. It's pretty big. This was the smallest one that they have, so I'm gonna have to learn how to prune that a little bit. But yeah, it looks really nice in there. Look guys, there's even new peace lilies growing. Look, there's another one down there. Guys, it's magic. Adorable. And then under here I have the creeping fig. Really hoping that this will grow for me. Hopefully they won't disturb this too much while it's still growing. Last minute touches with just some nice flagstone rocks over here. I put some over there also to kind of hide the fact that my background didn't turn out 100% how I wanted it to. And then this is what we have going on up here. I'm going to talk about the heating and lighting really quickly. I got the 40-watt radiant heat panel in and it went pretty smoothly. So we took some wire and we put those through the holes that you're supposed to put the screws in. And then what I did is I took those wire pieces and I put them through the holes through the top of the cage, and then we just twist tied them around the top there. And that holds the heat panel in there pretty well, and you see here that I have my thermostat that it's plugged into. I have that set for 90. I just plugged it in so it hasn't reached the temperatures yet. And then I have my probe just chilling back there. And then over here we have Zoo Med's Reptisun T5. I believe this is the 3-foot long one here. And then, as I discussed before, we have our sun blasters. And then over here, I have a Reptifogger. I've always wanted a Reptifogger. I just think they make a setup look so aesthetically pleasing and beautiful. And I found that I was having trouble keeping the humidity up in this enclosure, so I found that it was the perfect opportunity to go out and get a Reptifogger. This is how I'm just going to put them in quickly. So I just have their old tank propped up onto just a little box there, and just going to open up the doors there and let them scurry out. And that's my mother there helping me.
Only one door there.
Alright, my mom's just going to scurry them out.
Okay, I'm going to start pulling this apart. No,
There.
we got one.
Yeah, so we have one in.
1, 2.
2. Go, little dude! Go! Up and out.
Got him. Okay, there. He's in. 3.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where the 4th one is.
No worries. We'll see if we can find the 4th one.
Ah! He's on my back! There he is!
Okay.
Bam!
Hold on. Okay. You got him?
There! Got him! Shut the door! Okay, ready? Go shut it quick. Oh, oh my god! He's crawling up my back. I didn't even know he got out.
I don't know. I didn't see him.
I didn't see him. He must have crawled so quick up my side or something. I didn't even notice.
I'm so happy that after months in the making, the Tree Skink Bioactive Vivarium is finally done. Building this tank was definitely a great learning experience for me, and now my skinks have a beautiful habitat to live and thrive in. Thanks so much everyone for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates and videos like this in the future. Hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, peace out.